show you real quick before we get into the new collection. This is something Katie sent me, Katie Erickson. She found it at a bookshop down in Cocoa near Knit and Stitch Boutique. She was there the last time that I did a trunk show and apparently forgot to give me these, so she sent them to me. They're little page tags that are in the theme of Pride and Prejudice. So you have Jane, Elizabeth, Darcy, and Bingley. And I love it. I use page tags all the time in my die books, in the books that I'm reading. Sometimes I use them as well, obviously bookmarkers, but so I was so excited about these. Thank you, Katie. Excuse me. They're awesome. And okay, do y'all remember, it's been a good month or more ago now, when I got a couple sets of the Knit Pro Cubics, those purple needles. Well, I've been at Knitcessities I've had to be there for multiple times in recent past. And so I had Vanessa order me some, and here they are. So this set comes in, it starts at size 6 and goes up to 11, US 11. So it's a 4mm through 8mm. And these are still brand new in the pack. I hadn't even gotten them out yet. And so I'm going to look to see if you can get them in smaller sizes, because I wouldn't mind having them like even in a size 1 for socks. And then in the other, there's a little pouch, and I notice you only get 2 lengths of the interchangeable cords, which I haven't even pulled those out to see what lengths they are. I'm guessing maybe a 22 and oh no, that's a shorty. Oh, that's like what, 8 inches? So you could totally do hats. That's perfect. Ooh, we're going to talk about a hat today. So I might get to use these sooner than I thought. So I wonder what this one is then. Oh, this isn't much. Oh, these are are these different? No, these are the same. Those aren't, what is that? Like 14 inches? Are we thinking? Okay. So I need to look for some longer cables, because I obviously 22, 36? Is that the next one? Those would be good to have. Now, I think if I remember correctly, you also get a choice in 4-inch or 5-inch tips. And I prefer 4-inch just because I feel like they're a little bit more versatile if you're wanting to knit hats or something like that. Then if you get the 5-inch set, that you get longer cables with it. That would be my guess. But anyway, so, and price wise, I think this was somewhere around $100. So not bad. So I'll let you know what I think of the joins and all of that as I try them out, because obviously I haven't had a chance to do that. And I'm very spoiled with my chow goos. I will say that. Morgan made me a nice coffee. Isn't that sweet of her? We've gotten into a routine about this time every day. Whichever one of us makes it first, we'll go ask the other one, you want an iced coffee or an iced tea or something? So I suspect her love language must be acts of service, similar to mine. Interesting. All right, let's move on, shall we? Oh, by the way, those are called, did you know, these are actually called j'adore. I think, I don't know, that's my lousy French accent. And as soon as Vanessa said that, she was like, I don't know what that means. And Bo said, love, at least I think that's what it means. That boy took French in high school. I think he was trying to impress the ladies or something. Anyway, so yeah, okay, moving on. Oh, okay, real quick before I forget, love you, wary people. After your last billing, which should be this start, some of the earlier people who signed up, your last billing will start this weekend. Once your last billing has taken place, I will cancel your subscription, just so you know. There was nothing afoot. It's just that this subscription app that I have, I think it's geared towards companies that have, like food products or whatever, and you get on a subscription and it keeps going until the customer decides to end the subscription. So, they're not really set up for people with a limited time subscription. They need to get on the ball. But anyway, so I will cancel your subscriptions for you. Hey, Joe Carroll. Oh, Lori, she gave you chows. That's a good daughter right there. That tells, I think you need to knit her something. That's so sweet. Yeah, I'm glad you're here. Let's see what else. All right. Yeah, chow goose. I love my chow goose. And I think it's sometimes, like I said, we just want something a little bit different. You can be a sock knitter all the time, and then every once in a while you get a wild hair and you just want to knit a worsted weight project or something. And then if you're like me, you're like, I miss my socks. So then we go right back. Okay. Happy hearts. Now, and I didn't upload the picture. I knew I was going to forget that. I even have it on my notes. Upload shawl pic to StreamYard. Do you think that I did? No. All right. I have posted a picture of the inspiration shawl, and it's also in your newsletter. The picture of the shawl that started it all. It was at Distaff Day, and I was thinking about the different colors I wanted to do for my next collection. And Michelle Browning walks in with a shawl that is glorious. It's called Your Slip is Showing. This is my version of Your Slip is Showing. The colors are nothing like Michelle's, by the way. So it requires 4 different colors that you use all throughout, and you're interchanging them and you're slipping stitches. That's why it's Your Slip is Showing. Anyway, so hers, was gorgeous. And I was like, Michelle, I need a picture of your shawl. And all but one of the colors are colors that I've dyed regularly, but having them together in this collection is amazing. And she did such a good job. So let me show you what the colors are. All right. So first of all, the ever popular Queen of Tarts. Y'all know this one. It's a beautiful plummy purple, deep, dark, rich. And then there is also charcoal. That is a beautiful deep silver, and it's a very tonal. It's kind of washing out a little bit on my screen, but it's got deep, dark speckles, and then some very lighter spots as well. So very tonal. It's an awesome neutral silver. And then you're blushing, which is just a fun pink. I'm going to compare it to some other pinks in a little bit so you can see the difference. It doesn't look it by itself, but when you start matching it with other pinks or laying it beside other pinks, you'll see that it leans a little bit more purple. Just looking at it, it doesn't look purple. But like I said, once you lay it up against other pinks, you can kind of see it. And then last this is Duke of Hastings. I'm thinking of shortening it to just Duke. So this was done. I did this in the very first Bridgerton box. Do y'all remember that season 1 with the Duke of Hastings and Daphne and their love story? Yeah. So this was inspired by some of his rich vests that he wore. They had a beautiful sheen to them. I think there was one that was a deep dark green that he wore. There was one that was this deep rich red. So it kind of got put together in this colorway, which I'll be honest, it's a good colorway. By itself, I wasn't like, the angels are singing or anything like that. But put these all together, and I'm just going to hold them up willy-nilly. They really look nice, especially in the shawl that Michelle did. Now, I will tell you, so Your Slip is Showing, you have to choose your color A, B, C, and D, and then how you choose them will determine how the colors interact with each other. So I'm going to tell you how Michelle did hers, and I will also put it in the show notes if you are interested. This is a fingering weight shawl. It's gorgeous. It's fun. It keeps your interest because you only do a certain amount of rows with 2 colors, and then you're switching. But it's not so often that, oh my gosh, all these ends and all that. It's just a great fun. I'm not even a huge shawl knitter, but I really enjoyed this, and it just flew by. So let's see, color A was the Queen of Tarts that she used. B was your blushing. C was charcoal. And then D was Duke of Hastings. All right. So that was the order that she used them. Now you can do them however you want, obviously. And, you know, one of the things I mentioned in the newsletter was I love seeing all the combinations that you all come up with. You know, some of you all have had way more knitting experience than me. And, you know, your stash looks different than mine. I can't keep every colorway in stock. So I would never have thought to put those 4 colors together, but Michelle did. And and even in the pattern, since the pattern is by Casa Pink, I think I mentioned that. She mentions that colors, I don't remember, I don't remember, but she tells you which colors you kind of see down here. Because, you know, when you wrap it, there are some of the colorways, some of the sections that are just more visible than others. So the way I'm wearing it, it just makes a nice, I think, overall presentation. So you kind of see all of them, but you can see like this section here is very prominent. So I remember when I chose my colors, do I have a note? I don't know. I thought I had a note of my colors somewhere. Oh, I have them on Ravelry. If you are interested, let me know. And maybe I'll include that in the show notes as well. I know it's Feeling Saucy. Gosh, Candy Corn was one. Oh, what was the other? Fuzzy Navel was one. What else? I'm missing one. So Feeling Saucy, Candy Corn, or Hairy Navel it's called. I don't remember what the other one is. Anyway, I'll put it in the show notes. I'll put the order how I assigned them and everything. So, okay. So my base, this is Silky Sock. So it's a fingering weight pattern. And I had not a ton of each skein left. If I remember correctly, it was a small amount of each skein left. So you could do it on any of the fingering bases, even, if you chose fluffy sock, that would be like, talk about some serious straight. But this is Silky Sock. So you could do Silky Sock, you can do Trusty Sock, you could do Swanky Sock, but you'll have plenty extra left of that since there's 600 yards in that. But yeah. So thank you, Lonnie. I appreciate that so much. Oh, you're so good. Thank you. Did you look on my Ravelry page? You are amazing. I appreciate that so much. So Lonnie says, A is Feeling Saucy, B, Candy Corn, C is Hairy Navel, Raspberry Sorbet. That's the third one. That's that beautiful red in there. And I have to say, I'm very pleased. I don't have much orange in my wardrobe, and there are only a few oranges that look good on me, and yellows too. But I think that I did a decent job. I did a good guessing job because I think I just kind of pulled colors. So yeah. All right. Yeah. Yep. Exactly. Lonnie says it's a Casapinka pattern, so it will fly right on by. Yeah. All right. Yes, Karen, those are definitely, those subscription apps are a pain. I just had a glitch the other day that I had to, but they were very helpful and handled it immediately. So,